Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles, to the world beyond all worlds, and always to the world of your Creator. As we do this more and more, as we keep stepping out, stepping forward, stepping into the world of our Creator again and again, it's becoming easier and easier. It's becoming easier to experience your own essence, your own gifts with no thought. It's always a surprise to me when I get an acknowledgement or a feedback that I'm not expecting, because I'm just being myself. And as we are just being reminded more and more, and as we travel with our tour guide three mornings a week here at the Advancement Center through Simeon's broadcasts, it just gets more and more beautiful and fun and mischievous and all of it. And it's just another amazingly beautiful day here on physical planet Earth, with the flowers smiling. It's so warm. It's warmer than I even thought it was going to be. It feels like a miracle just being here. So it's occurred to me to share a story. Again, it's where I spend 5 days a week at my day job. And oh my goodness, the warmth is bringing the flies. And I just had the most magical and, as I said, unexpected experience. There are so many details to it. But what I do know is I have always, just by nature, really enjoyed, I just do it. Again, I don't think about it. I enjoy looking after people, and I mean that in a way of bringing joy, bringing great experiences, lifting them, as long as I can remember. But like I said, it's not something I've ever really thought about. It's something I enjoy. So this job that I do is so amazingly fitting, because it enables me to do this every day, multiple times a day. A new set of people shows up and gets into my car, the house car of the hotel. So this particular day, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time to overhear a woman, maybe close to my age, asking someone that worked at the hotel, that was actually an intern, didn't know a lot about the area. So I stopped, I listened, and then the word house car came up. So that was my cue, and I walked over, to the great relief of the intern, because he realized he was a bit in over his head to really help this woman. So she told me what she wanted, and I said, great, come out. I told her what to do, and she was happy. She was relieved. And several hours later, She walks out. I just sort of assumed she'd be walking out with friends. It was her daughter and her daughter's friends, and it was her daughter's 21st birthday celebration. That's what brought them to the hotel for the weekend. So without reservations, she wanted me to suggest a place to go. So that's when it started, because I said to her at the beginning, before I realized the situation, I'll just drive you to our little downtown. I'll take you down the street. I'll point out all the places to eat, what they're like, and you'll know. And it was going to be that easy. Well, so it turns out the daughter gets in the front with me. And what happened next was what I suggested, but it goes way beyond anything of the mind, because as I was giving them this brief tour, the daughter was feeling into me, was feeling into what I was transmitting. So we landed on a place. She was so excited. And as I'm pulling up and they're getting ready to leave the car, the mother says, "Oh, well, how do we know this is the right place?" And it was so funny, as a 21-year-old, or as our connection, she says, "Well, it just is, Mom. Look." And she pulls up her phone. Of course, she's got a picture on her phone of the restaurant, so she's already looked at it, and it's great with her. So I dropped them off. It felt busy. It was actually a little bit out of my vision. I couldn't see it as it's downstairs from the street level, but I had the sense that it might be busy. So as I dropped them off and was headed back to get the rest of their party, I quickly used Siri to call the restaurant. And he proceeded to tell me they were a bit crowded, but people should be leaving. And I just said, "I've got a very special party coming in tonight." I said, "The mother and the daughter just walked in. I just dropped them off, and I've got more to pick up." And I basically said to him, "Please look after them." Well, long and the short of it is, that girl and her friends had the time of their lives. When I came, I did 2 trips again to pick them up. The mother and the young sister came home first, came home to the hotel. The other girls, the birthday girl and her friends, came 40 minutes later. As I drive up, my name is being shouted, screamed by these girls. They're so excited. They couldn't wait to tell me about their evening, to thank me. It was so brilliant. And this continued for a couple of days. Like the next day, they asked if I was working, when. Again, I come in and they're having dinner on property, and they just wanted to go for a drive with me after. So they were texting me, and I had a moment, and just more magical things happened. And they just, again, as they approached the car, they're all screaming my name, and I don't know. And the next day, it's just, I don't know that I've ever experienced anything quite like that. And it surprised me because I'm old enough to be their mother, maybe even their more. And they did not want to leave. They just wanted to hang out with me for nothing in particular. There wasn't like there was something they wanted to do. And I could tell they couldn't even understand it, because one of them would say, "Well, where are we going?" And I would say, "I don't know," because it didn't matter. And everything that is transmitted here from the Advancement Center happened so vibrantly, in such an alive way. I just couldn't get the smile off my face. So this is what we do. Doesn't matter where we are. It doesn't matter if we're sitting in our chair in our house. It is what we do. we can travel, we affect everything. And it's amazing as we continue to receive this incredible confirmation, feedback, and as I said, the ultimate tour guide in this life and beyond, our beloved Simeon and Robert, who made not only the Advancement Center a reality, which is in itself alive. It's not really a place or a thing. It's this platform that promotes everyone, allows, supports everyone to just bloom like a flower, like these beautiful roses behind me. And we just continue to see each other bloom and blossom and flower. And to me, the flowers are so beautiful because they're always smiling. So there are a lot of smiles around here, and it spreads everywhere. And to have the opportunity, that's a strange word. No, that's not it. It's just us being us. And we sit here in front of this camera every week now for many years just to bring the magic of life to the world beyond all worlds, to the world of your Creator, as your Creator watches with a big smile. As the more fun that we have, the more fun the Creator has, and beyond. And the fact that our joy is sparkling everyone, everywhere. And it's really fun, actually, when your brain wants to get in there and either analyze it, figure it out, explain it, all those unnecessary things. But it's getting easier and easier for me when it tries to come in and disturb, maybe, to just tell it to go away. And it's gone. And this life, this magic life, is all about, is all following your signal. The inputs and the outputs, as Simeon describes it, it's incredible. I mean, when I'm driving this car, there are so many things I'm doing at one time. It's kind of, if you ever do think about it, it's kind of miraculous. But to be driving and seeing things, to be connecting with whatever those connections are at that moment. I mean, even to the point of, I was driving off and I had a moment of, oh, wow, what would I like if I was 21? And it's not like I went back to myself. I did, but I didn't. It was just like a connecting with 21, what it felt like, and the first thing that popped in for me is, oh, I'd love to meet a boy if I was having my 21st birthday. And the funny thing about our little town, it's not full of a lot of young people. They tend to be in maybe the city of Santa Barbara, not so much in the town of Montecito. But this restaurant had just opened 2 months earlier. It had young people, it had live music, which we haven't had in our little town since I've been there the last 9 years. And the first thing the 21-year-old did when she got in the car as I was picking them up is she showed me her phone. And it was her and a young boy making out. It was so funny. She was so excited. And I had to tell her, I said, this may sound really strange, but I saw this before anyway. So I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I just know the thrill and the magic of life. And it still has its, like a wave. It still goes up and down a bit in terms of this you think you have a problem, and then you find out actually there is no problem, because there are no problems. As we just continue to step away and away and away and experience all of this from a million new perspectives with a distance that actually in and of itself provides a natural harmony. Because when you're not right up next to something, right up close to it, and if you happen to see something that may be out of balance, it's just like an automatic signal that says, and again, this is not of your brain, oh, this needs to be in balance. Oh, harmony. It just does it when you have that expanded view. My nature has always been one of paying attention to the details, which can be good. And it can also get me occasionally a little too close for too long. So the perfection of life, of everything, is already here. And the more we can simply allow it, because there's nothing to force, there's nothing to make happen, there's nothing to control. It's simply enjoying your life every moment. Celebrate everything, whether it's a 21st birthday, a beautiful day, or for absolutely no reason at all. Just celebrate, have fun, let yourself shine. I just felt a bird, a large one, fly right over the top of us. That was a confirmation from nature, as nature just does it so well. The beauty that comes through the plants and the flowers and the animals and even the rock behind me. So enjoy the magic of your day, of your life. It's always an honor and a pleasure to join you in this way, here and everywhere, as I wish you once again a perfect life, perfect health, and a most brilliantly magic future. Thank you.